Next, we'll be talking about our topic of the week, where millennials are dominating bad debts in online lending. Easy approved online loans have emerged as a favorable solution for people seeking instant funds to meet their immediate financial needs. However, the ease of accessing the online loans has also contributed to a large amount of bad debts due to lack of lending scrutiny.
Advances in technology and their rapid adoption have given rise to technology-based payment and lending platforms, with over 50% of the adult population being unbanked or underbanked. Indonesia has become a fertile ground for fintech lending platforms to grow. The number of fintech companies, especially those involved in lending, has increased sharply in recent years. In particular, the large micro SME sector and the vibrant microfinance market in Indonesia have paved the way for the fintech lending industry to post significant growth. According to data published by the Financial Services Authority, the number of registered financial technology lending or fintech lending companies reached 102 as of August 2023. The number increased from 87 in December 2018. In addition, there are over 100 of online lending companies which still operate despite a tight supervision conducted by the OJK. Fintech lending companies consist of three categories depending on their core business. The first category is called EduLoan fintech companies, which focus on providing financial loans for educational needs. The second category is called cash loan or pay later. This fintech group generally provides cash loans for purchases of goods in online marketplaces. Meanwhile, the third group is called peer-to-peer or P2P lending, which links borrowers and investors directly. According to the OJK's report, total outstanding loans disbursed by the country's fintech lending platforms reached 20.53 trillion rupiah, or about $1.30 billion as of August 2023. The amount increased by about 7% year-on-year. The OJK's data revealed that the country's online lenders have collectively accumulated 1.53 trillion rupiah in non-performing loans as of that month. These refers to loans that are overdue for more than 90 days. The amount of the bad debts dropped by 413 billion rupiah in August compared to the previous months after rising sharply in previous months. In June this year, the amount of bad debts increased by almost 55% year-on-year. Generation Z and Millennials, or those aged 19 years to 34 years, are the most problematic, with 602 billion rupiah in bad debts, of about 40% of the total. Borrowers aged 35 to 54 years follow suit, with overdue payments reaching 44 billion rupiah, or about 30% of the industry's total bad loans. Meanwhile, borrowers from the age group over 54 years have bad debts of 68.17 billion rupiah. The age group under 19 years was recorded as having the lowest amount of bad debts, which amounted to only 1.12 billion rupiah. The aggregate ratio of delinquency over 90 days for Finch lending platforms dropped to 2.88% of the outstanding loans from 3.4% in July. The ease of accessing online loans has partly contributed to the large amount of bad debts accumulated by online lenders. The promise of instant cash without a strict requirement has tempted millennials to borrow from online lending platforms, which often change high lending rates on their short-term loans. Buy now, pay later payment method offered in online marketplaces has also become the new debt trap for millennials. For millennials on tight budgets, this instantly removes one of the biggest obstacles to online shopping. But the ease of accessing pay later services could be tempting some young consumers to spend more than they can afford. This underlines that financial education is important, especially for the younger generation who are increasingly inclined to use online loans. The easy access to fresh funds can indeed help with sudden needs, but many people abuse or are even irresponsible. This phenomenon is in the spotlight because it not only threatens the financial well-being of individuals, but also causes wider social problems.
Indonesia has become a fertile ground for fintech lending platforms to grow in recent years. The value of loan disbursement continues to increase from year to year. However, the lack of lending scrutiny has contributed to high non-performing loans. And our guest this afternoon, Pak Kuseriansyah, the spokesman for Indonesia Fintech Lenders Association, or AFPI, is right here to talk about the latest trend in fintech lending in Indonesia. Good afternoon, Pak Kus.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Economic Outlook. Pak Kus, the online lending business has grown rapidly in recent years and it keeps increasing. How big is actually the lending market of the country's fintech lending company at the moment in Indonesia? Can you explain to us the condition at the moment?
Okay, thank you. Fintech lending, since first we regulate by the OJK at 2018, now all industry, we already disbursed 677 trillion rupiah, and we have 100 million borrower, 100 million borrower, and we have 1 million lender. And this industry, we experience tremendous growth, latest even during the pandemic era, we still experience growth in 40%. In other side, when the credit national only growth, one digit. So this industry is, we experience tremendous growth, and still until now, the evolving of industry fintech lending still, and we have 101 platform that we name it as the fintech lending. Some of them deliver the product for the cash loan, some of them for the productive loan and Syariah. The productive loan means that we serve MSME, UMKM. We help MSME to get the access to the alternative funding for their need.
Pak Kus, just now you mentioned that at the moment there is 100 million borrowers. Can you please elaborate more on this? Who are the main borrowers? Are we talking about individual borrowers or corporate ones? Can you explain more about this number?
The history and history of the fintech lending, we present in the market, Indonesia market, not only Indonesia, I think across the world. We serve the segment of unbanked and underserved. For those who don't have access directly to bank, we serve for the unbankable and underserved. We have two categories of borrower. First, the individual borrowers, and the second for the business entity borrowers. Of course, most of the borrower currently is individual borrower. Individual borrower, since this is a digital platform, so the user of the digital platform, the native user is also the young generation, Y and Z generation. So this is the fact about the evolving of the technology and digitalization in Indonesia. And of course, it's also happen in our industry, fintech lending. Most of the user is young generation.
Do you have any percentage on how much of the individual borrowers is the Gen Z and the Gen Y, to be exact?
Yes, I think for Gen Z, around 63%.
Wow.
63%.
Wow.
So this is, I think, big number, yeah. The native user of the digital, not only fintech, but all digital platform is the young generation, generation Y and Z,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it's also reflect to our data. We have fintech data center, and from the data fintech center, and also from OJK publishing, 63% of our user is generation Y and Z.
Wow, that is a big
Big number,
number.
big number.
You see, this is where the concern is
Yeah.
taking place at the moment, Pakus. The latest data published by OJK have indicated that there is this healthy growth of in loan disbursement at the moment. However, the report also suggests that there is also a persistent increase in bad debts in recent months, where there is a growing trend in non-performing loans.
Yes, yeah.
What is the cause of this? Can you explain to us?
Yes, talking about the NPL, yeah, NPL or credit cost from our side, yeah, it's come from, yeah, from the early process of the onboarding of the user. We do the QIC, EQIC, and also we do scoring. All the user, all the borrower, yeah, must be pass the scoring run by platform. Yeah, so this is very important, and good KYC and good credit scoring also impact to the NPL, also impact to the credit cost of the platform. Yeah, so this is very important, and yeah, related to the number, big number of the borrower and also NPL from the young generation. I think actually it yeah, still proportional with the big portion of the user of the fintech lending. The portion is 60%, and also I think it also reflect to the NPL. To the NPL, yeah, around that number. But of course, uh, maybe if we talk our NPL around 20 something, yeah, 20% something, yeah, we out of, yeah, out of thousand, 10,000, also it's big.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we have a good big challenge in how to help, yeah, the young, how to be the good user, and they know first about the product, what the risk, what the implication of if they propose a loan, yeah, the consequence of the loans. I think we never stop, yeah, we never stop continually with OJK, with all the platform, and also collaboration with the university, community. We uh, we continue do the education, particularly for the young generation, how they be a good user, good borrower, have a good knowledge about the product and the risk as well.
Exactly. I mean, we are talking about building a good habit for these
Yes.
young borrowers. They're
Yes.
still young,
Yes.
and some of them haven't even started working yet, but they're already allowed to start borrowing and
Sure.
having debts online.
Sure.
Uh, can you just re-explain to me again the number of NPL at the moment compared to the 64% of, you said just now, the Gen Z and Gen Y
Yeah.
borrowers? Is it still considered normal, okay, or do you think it's actually concerning?
I still normal, yeah. It's still proportional with the big number of the user in the Y and Z generation, reflect to NPL. We have NPL now around 20 point something, yeah. I think uh, most of the bad debt is come from generation Z and Y,
Yeah,
yeah, because the borrower also the biggest is from the young
I
generation,
see.
yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, I think for the young generation, we also yeah, one important thing in the digital era, how they also understand about all their habit, all their behavior in the digital, all recorded, recorded, so can make they must make build their own scoring. So
Exactly.
if they have good scoring, it will help for the need of the next the future, yeah, future need of the generation.
Exactly, because we are talking about for the sake of for our future, for their
Yeah,
future, really. Like
yeah,
they need to understand what is the risk here,
sure.
and I mean, if they keep on going having all these bad debts, then what's going to happen next? They're going to have it. They're going to have a bad statement of their financial accounts. Now, do you think the lack of lending scrutiny in the part of online lenders have contributed to this large amount of NPL?
Yeah, I think yeah, NPL, yeah, NPL. Uh, if we talk about NPL, I already explained about the in front, front end, yeah. In the back end, is the way the platform do the collection, yeah, do collection, and I think at the back end, the back end. But I think the most important is pre-front end, how to make the young generation understand about the lending, lending consequence, lending. Yeah, if you borrow, you must have a responsibility to repay. Yeah, that's the very important. And yes, we hear that some very small group have jargon to educate, yeah, negative education to not repay, yeah, not do repay about
Exactly.
what the loan about your loan, yeah, you borrow. I think this is a very small number, small community, but I am sure that all of the Indonesian don't want to be like that. Yeah, we have a spirit that we responsible. If we borrow, we must repay.
Okay,
Yeah,
that is a pretty
yeah,
optimistic
yeah.
view.
That's yeah. We must commit with whatever we already
Okay.
agreed with the loan provider.
But of course, we always want to keep improving the system.
Sure.
What can OJK as well as AFPI do to make our system, especially from the platforms, to be better? I mean, if even though we're talking about a small percentage
Yeah.
there, if people are allowed to say, put a higher income, higher wage number there so that they can have a bigger percentage so that they can borrow more and
Yes.
not repaying it. I
Yes.
mean, if the system allows it, then it's not doing well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa. This is very fresh from the open. Yeah. Just in this week, OJK just launched the roadmap for the fintech peer-to-peer lending. In this roadmap, actually already cover what you said before, that about the quality of the platform, about the governance, about the risk management, and about the compliance, and also the spirit in the customer protection. Or in this roadmap already there, yeah. So hopefully with this roadmap, also we hope that all the platform fintech lending as the provider player, yeah, business player in the market, must soon to adapt it with this OJK roadmap, because I'm very sure that with this roadmap, the pace of this industry will be yeah, will be good, will be friendly, and also will be make a big impact to help the unbankable, and also to the micro and small MSME.
Marcus, so what kind of changes is included in this roadmap? Can you elaborate more on this?
Yes, in this roadmap, yeah, in this roadmap, currently, portion of the loan, yeah, portion of the loan, we have the cash loan or consumptive loan with the productive loan. Currently, the productive loan in the number of 37%. In this roadmap, the first phase will start in the 2024. the portion of the productive loan should be 40%.
I see.
Should be 40%. And the second phase, 2025 to 2026, the portion of productive loan should be 50 to 60%.
Yeah.
So this is a very big because compared to other country, I think our roadmap for the productive loan very aggressive, yeah, very aggressive. So and the latest at the 2027, 2028, the portion for the productive loans will be 70%. So the spirit of the industry is to help the our entrepreneur, yeah, from micro to small entrepreneur, and also to those, yeah, entrepreneurs that still not have no full access to the bank from loan from bank.
Exactly. I mean, that's the goal, so that this fintech lending could actually help people who really needs it, and not for those other groups, certain community that is misusing the fintech lending. Really, okay. Pak Kuseriansyah, the spokesman for Indonesian Fintech Lenders Association, thank you so much for being here at Economic Outlook.
Thank you so much.